What's up, guys? It's Anna with Mosh Pit Diaries. I am here with Cabal. You guys, why don't you introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Andreas, and I make the mouth noises in Cabal.
I'm Dennis, and I play the cool guitar in Cabal, the bass.
Bass, which is very cool. Well,
Yeah,
guys, thanks for joining me today. This is my first virtual interview that I've done. So thanks for being a part of this. So this silly little crazy dream of mine. It means a lot. So good morning from the United States and good afternoon in Denmark. Being in Denmark, you guys are one of the only, I see on your posts and stuff, one of the only like proclaimed like deathcore bands
yeah.
from Denmark. How does that affect your journey?
It doesn't really affect us that much anymore, but at first I felt like it was kind of like a little bit harder to get get like a footing within the scene because
Like
when yeah,
Denmark is really traditional, like old school death metal, it was like black metal stuff like that,
Yeah,
thrash.
yeah,
yeah,
Not that many core bands.
it's better now. There's like actually quite a few different like more modern sounding bands. Yeah, so now it doesn't really affect us that much. Like when we started out, it was definitely this thing of like, oh, we're the only kind of band playing this. I wonder if anybody's gonna like it.
yeah. Awesome. And you guys, so how long have you guys been? I know your first album came out in 2018, I believe, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how long have you guys been doing this before, and like how has that journey progressed since the start to now? Because you guys are obviously, I see you guys booked on really huge festivals now. I saw you guys for the first time at Summer Slaughter this last summer in Chicago in the United States, which was so great. You guys were my tickled so many parts of my
That's
brain.
our shortest set on that tour,
Oh
I think.
yeah, 15 minutes.
Yeah, 15 or 20 minutes.
Hey, it was more than enough for me, but that's why you guys got to come back to the States so we can have a
Yeah,
longer set.
try to come back as soon as possible. But yeah, I think yeah, we started in late 2015, December 2015. We put out our first song, so we're going on 10 years as a band this year.
That's crazy. And then, yeah, you guys have your new album, Everything Rocks, is coming out April 11th. Are we
Yeah,
excited for it?
so we can wait to finally release it. We've been sitting on it for like
Almost 3 years at this point.
yeah,
Shut up, really? Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
two
singles,
years,
Or
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Yeah, the singles you guys have dropped off of it since you started releasing some of the singles, like it's great. Like Still Cursed is still probably like lives in my head rent free
right.
most of the days. So I'm super stoked for new music. With that new album coming out, I'm sure there's going to be other things that come hand in hand with it. What are you guys looking most forward to about this album release compared to others?
Playing the new songs.
Yeah,
I like the new songs way better than the old stuff.
but that's like the easy answer every time.
Yeah,
We
but
said that last time as well.
yeah,
But
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 it's
it's true though.
every time we do something new, I'm like, oh, this is much better.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what it's all about, right? Progression and evolving and growing as a band and as individuals as well. So, and you
Yeah,
guys are hilarious. Probably your come with us to the gym real bits are my favorite in the entire world. You guys are so funny, and I love that you just have fun with it. Like, I feel
yeah,
like a lot of artists, they're, obviously you guys are very professional too, but you guys also have fun with it. And I feel like a lot of people come out of tune with that a little bit, being able to be themselves as well. Like you guys are more than just the vocalist and the bass player of Cabal. You guys are bigger than that, more than that. So I really
thank
appreciate
you.
you when you guys humanize yourselves a little bit when you're silly and goofy. So that's super great.
Yeah, it's kind of different to how we started out. When we started out, we were all like anonymous in the band. We were all wearing hoods, so you couldn't see us.
Yeah. Yep.
A lot has happened in the last 9 years, like
Yeah.
going from completely anonymous, dark and ominous, to goofy guys going to the gym.
Yeah, because we were always goofy.
Yeah, just didn't show it.
Which I love that. So what made you guys decide to like transition from the anonymous to be able to again be yourselves and just kind of have fun with it?
For me, it was I hated playing in the big hoodie. I was like, I had a few shows where I almost fainted because it was so fucking warm.
I mean, I was lucky. I joined the band a little over 3 years ago, and
Mm-hmm.
that's we talked about let's get rid of this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
We played a long time with the like shirts with a special like emblem on the
Yep.
back, but we canned that as well.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think we just found out that like also I feel like people also connect more to just another person. Like if you see this is just like some other guy, then it's easier to connect with him, if that makes sense.
I know me personally, I do enjoy like seeing your faces and seeing everything that you guys, again, it just makes that connection like so much better, especially during
Yeah.
live performances, and putting a face in the name and to the voice is always really good. So
Yeah, that's what we figured. That's also the thing when I remember when I was a kid, when I was like fangirling over bands, I like to like explore and find out, okay, this person in this band likes this thing, like
yeah,
all of these things, just making that more accessible, I think. It's
yeah,
just one way to connect with people.
yeah, absolutely. And it all comes full circle too. So that's like really great. And like, and I love that you guys, like I said, at Summer Slaughter, I met you guys after the show. You guys were hanging out by merch, and I always respect that. I think that is so great when artists come out to meet their fans and to just, you know, like I said, humanizes you guys a little bit more. So that's super appreciated. I know all across the board. Do you have any specific influences on this like coming up album or in general?
Yeah, I would say, especially since Dennis joined, Dennis produces electronic music as well.
Mhm.
So you can definitely hear him being like involved with that on the new album. Like there's more kind of like weird soundscapes and industrial kind of vibes, which Dennis has helped out a lot with.
Yeah, I think our guitarist Chris, who writes most of the music, he just listened a lot to Slipknot this time around,
Yeah,
and you definitely hear like all the new songs got it like turned up a notch in the
yeah,
tempo.
yeah,
Yeah.
So Slipknot, like core music in general, industrial techno from my side,
yeah.
it's like pick a little here, pick a little there.
Yeah, also to change things up a little bit. We've done the symphonic thing for a while. It took up a lot of like space or whatever. And now everybody's kind of doing it. It's kind of been done to death. So we're like, oh, gotta change it up, do something new.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think since you joined the band, I've also gotten way more into like dark electronic music. So we took a lot of inspiration from that. Yeah, going back to the roots, as then said Slipknot, both me and Chris, who are like the primary songwriters, grew up on the first two Slipknot records.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
So I think that kind of we allowed that to shine through a bit
Yeah,
more on this one.
most def. It's way faster this album this time around.
Yeah.
All the singles you guys have released have been amazing, straight fire, make me want to be a little feral goblin in the pits. And but yeah, no, I'm super stoked for the rest of the album. I already pre-ordered the vinyl and everything, so super
Thank
stoked
you.
for that. Yeah, hell yeah. As soon as I saw you guys put the pre-orders up, I'm like, yes. My bank actually flagged me. I got a call from my bank like trying to flag it for fraud because yeah, it wasn't from the United
Yeah.
States. I'm like, no, please don't shut off my
It
card.
happens a lot.
I
Yeah.
meant to do this.
Especially
Awesome.
when we go to the States, we encounter that problem with the merge a lot because our system is Danish, and for some reason, like a lot of banks are like, "Oh, this is a weird currency, like you're getting scammed." Like,
Yeah.
no. I just think like if it's a currency connected to one of your closest allies, like maybe
Yeah.
it shouldn't be that big of a red flag.
No, no, it really shouldn't be. Especially like I know anytime I go on vacation, my bank, I have to call them and say like, "Hey, yes, I'm going on vacation here, so please don't like
Yeah.
flag my stuff. It's not stolen." So, absolutely. Is there anything else you guys want to let our listeners know? Let my listeners know about anything coming up with the album or anything you guys are looking forward to, or just anything you want to say in general?
I don't know how much we can say.
No, we have a new single coming out real soon.
Real soon this month,
Yeah,
it's coming in another single.
yeah,
I'm really stoked about that one.
yeah. That's one of my
Yeah.
favorites on the album.
It's got a really nice chorus to it.
Yeah.
We're doing like lots of more like big choruses this time around, like
Yeah.
inspired by old metalcore stuff. Not all the singing, but just like how
Yeah,
huge it feels.
yeah.
So I'm excited about that. And then we got a tour coming up in Europe in April.
April, May with Caliban and Heart's Wake and Assemble the Chariots.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Thank you.
saw that tour, and next year, I keep saying I really want to be able to come to Europe to be able to just go to a European tour because you guys always have such stacked lineups. Like,
We go during festival season over here then because
Yeah, like Copenhagen, Hellfest, Wagen,
Summer Breeze,
Summer Breeze.
Summer Blast.
yeah, hell yeah, guys. Well, that's about all I have for questions. Like I said, we keep this a little short and sweet. So thanks for taking the time today to talk to me, and I look forward to seeing you guys hopefully in 2025.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Crossed. Okay, well, thanks guys for watching. Have a good day.